Hello, everyone. This is the Analize podcast. We have learned about the importance of prioritizing for personal and for product value. Now, we will analyze two important brands that maybe you will recognize.
The customer's product value is currently an underrated way to represent a product's worth compared to potential alternatives. It is the sum of any benefits a customer derives from a product minus any difficulties they experience, which can be very worth information for the company's development. Companies can find ways and build strategies to improve the market life of their current products or lower service prices in order to meet customers' requirements and suggestions. Each of these strategies offers more value to customers than the standalone value of company's product portfolio. That's why it is important to keep working to maintain customers' interest in ways that keep customer value high and consequently keep raising the demand of the company products.
Now, let's talk about the products that we're going to analyze.
We know that Samsung and Apple are the world's most recognized brands for their mobile phones and technology. In 2022, Samsung released its latest phone, Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, and Apple its iPhone 14 Pro Max. Many buyers compare these two phones, and here we are going to see their differences. Both features the same adaptive screen fluency and bright colors, but Samsung smartphone takes advantage of technology to reduce eye strain while occupying a wider color gamut. This reduction in eye strain leads many users to favor the Galaxy S22 Ultra. In terms of power, Apple's new A60 Bionic chip comes with the promise of being the most powerful processor ever exist, leaving Samsung behind. iPhone are known to be characterized by good camera resolution and sharpness. The battery life of two phones is about the same, but the Asian brand narrowly beats the iPhone 14 Pro Max. In terms of features, the iPhone 14 Pro Max beats the new Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra.
Now, let's hear some of the user stories about those products. As a customer of the iPhone 14 Pro Max, I think it's an enjoyable product. It's the most powerful phone around, has a superb 48 MP camera, it's very smart, has a dynamic island, superb battery life, and it's impressive action for video. On the other hand, I consider that the lack of SIM card could annoy some customers. The battery still has just a 20W charging and the phone is a bit thicker but heavier. I would recommend improving the charging of the phone because despite the battery life it's superb over a long-term distance, the truth also is that the phone must be charged a minimum of 3 times a day for it to work in a correct way. I hope this recommendation can be considered. Meanwhile, I'll continue recommending the iPhone 14 Pro Max to my friends and family. I'm looking forward to listening to other user stories. Bye! Now, let's get to know about the user story of the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. As a customer of the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, I consider it's an excellent device. The S Pen has become faster and it's built in. Now I can take notes and easily work from my phone. It has a superb bright display, the cameras offer better low performance, similar to a professional camera with lenses. Also, the phone has a sleek design and faster 45W charging. This phone has many helpful tools, but some of the cons are that it's pricey and in comparison to the previous model has less RAM and shorter battery life than the S21 Ultra. From my point of view, it's necessary that the cost-benefit relation should be applied. I expect that the last phone release is better than the last one, so I would recommend lowering the cost, because there would be mandatory to design a new phone that has the same RAM as the last model, the battery of the S21 Ultra, and all the benefits that the S21 Ultra offers. So, to lower the cost would be the easy situation and the easy solution. I hope this recommendation can be considered. Meanwhile, I'll continue recommending the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra to my friends and family. I'm looking forward to listening to other user stories. Bye! Now, let's talk about the hierarchy of action to be taken using these user stories.
Talking about hierarchy of action to be taken, and given the previous user stories, we can find 3 user stories in each one of the devices. For the Samsung one, would be in the to-do list of the backlog. In order, it would be first improve the battery life to make it longer, then increase RAM of our previous models, and then reduce price. We saw this backlog as from the point of view of the customer, and we thought that it's more important to have a better battery so then you can enjoy the other good features of the device. Then if you have a better battery and you increase the RAM, it would be a device with more value for the customer. So reduce the price is not that important. You can find another one with not too good characteristics, but with a lower price. Then for the iPhone device would be improve the battery more than 20 watts charging. Then add a new lock for a SIM card, and then modify the design to make it smaller. Here the customer asks for a new lock of SIM card because it would be annoyed for some customers, but it's not too facing this problem. Then we do the same as the Samsung one, which is that improve the battery so then the customer can enjoy the other features of the phone, and modify the design to make it smaller. It's in the last point. It's the last item because in Apple you can find other devices with those characteristics. In this case is iPhone 14 Pro Max, but you can find the iPhone 14 or the iPhone 14 Pro, just like that.
Now, we can all conclude that all these steps are necessary for analyzing any product. Now, we have heard the user stories and we can get to become better. Better as an entrepreneurship or as a big company, but now we can always be better in prioritizing personal and product value.